Today's topic is Lienard-Wiechert potentials. The Lienard-Wiechert potentials are scalar and vector potentials produced by a moving charge. The scalar and vector potentials due to moving charge and current distributions at point R at time t are given by retarded potentials. Retarded potentials are given by phi RT equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 integral rho r dash t minus r upon c upon capital R dash dv dash, and this is scalar potential phi. And for vector potential A vector, we have A vector RT equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi integral J r dash t minus r upon c upon capital R dash dv dash. These are the retarded potentials: scalar potential phi and vector potential A. Using property of Dirac delta function, that is integral minus infinity to infinity fx delta x minus a dx equal to fa. Delta x minus a is Dirac delta function, and this is property of Dirac delta function that integral minus infinity to plus infinity fx delta x minus a dx equal to fa. Using this property, we can write these two relations for retarded potentials phi and a as phi RT equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 integral for volume V dash, again integral minus infinity to plus infinity rho r dash t dash delta t dash minus bracket inside bracket t minus r upon c upon capital R dash dv dash dt dash, and vector potential A vector RT is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi integral V dash, again integral minus infinity to plus infinity J r dash t dash delta t dash minus t minus r upon c upon R capital R dash dv dash dt dash. One integral is for dv dash and the second is for dt dash. Now rho r dash t dash dv dash is dq. It is the charge in the volume element dv dash. From the definition of charge density, rho, which is equal to dq upon dv dash, charge per unit volume. So charge dq in volume element dv dash will be equal to rho dv dash. So rho r dash t dash dv dash is equal to dq, and for current density J r dash t dash dv dash will be equal to rho r dash t dash v t dash dv dash, because current density J is equal to rho into V. current density J is equal to charge density multiplied by velocity. So J R dash T dash dV dash will be equal to rho Vt dash dV dash, and rho dV dash is equal to dq from above relation. So we have for charge density J, this relation J R dash T dash dV dash equal to V T dash dq. So we have rho dV dash equal to dq and J dV dash equal to V dq. Substituting these two values in above relations for phi and A, we get these two relations for phi and A. Phi RT is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 integral V dash, again integral minus infinity to plus infinity dq delta T dash minus T upon RC upon capital R R dash dt dash. In this q, integral dq is equal to q and taken outside. So we have q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 integral minus infinity to plus infinity delta T dash minus T upon T dash minus T plus R upon C upon capital R, which is function of R dash dt dash. And for vector potential A vector, we have A vector equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi integral V dash integral minus infinity to plus infinity V T dash dq delta T dash minus T minus R upon C upon capital R dash dt dash is equal to mu 0 q upon 4 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity V T dash delta T dash minus T plus R upon C upon capital R dash dt dash. Here also integral dq is q and it is taken outside. So we write for integral V dash dq as q, and only one integral remains, limits of which are from minus infinity to plus infinity, and the second integral, which is for V dash and which gives integral dq equal to q. So we have these two relations for phi and A. For retarded potentials, scalar potential phi and vector potential A, we have these two relations and we write these as equation 6 and equation 7. These integrals can be evaluated if we choose, instead of time t dash, a new time t1 given by t1 equal to t dash minus t plus r upon c. T dash minus t plus r upon c is the quantity which is in front of Dirac delta function. We have Dirac delta function delta t dash minus t plus r upon c. So in front of delta, this quantity t dash minus t plus r upon c, we write this quantity as t1. So we choose T1 equal to T dash minus T plus R upon C, and from this relation, if we differentiate it with T dash, we get dt1 upon dt dash equal to 1 plus 1 upon C dr upon dt dash. Differentiation of T dash is 1 and differentiation of capital R is dr upon dt dash. Now R square, capital R square is equal to R vector dot R vector. If we differentiate this relation with respect to T dash, we have 2R dr upon dt dash. If we differentiate left hand side term R square, and if we differentiate right hand side term, that is R vector dot R vector, we get R vector dot dr upon dt dash plus dr upon dt dash dot R. Which is equal to 2 times R vector dot dr upon dt dash. 2 is cancel out from both the sides, and we have dr upon dt dash equal to R vector upon R dot dr upon dt dash. 2 is cancelled out, and this R, capital R on left hand side is bring into right hand side. So we have dr upon dt dash equal to R vector upon R dot dr upon dt dash, which is this relation, and dr upon dt dash now we see what is the value of dr vector. This is the diagram. Q is charge particle moving in a path with velocity v vector. So, and its position vector is r dash vector with respect to some origin, which we can write it as O, and P is the field point where we want to determine the vector and scalar potentials. For field point, position vector is R with respect to the same origin. So we take some origin with respect to which position vector of field point P is R vector, and position vector for charge Q is R dash vector. Charge Q is moving with velocity v, so in time dt dash it will travel a distance v dt dash. This vector v dt dash is shown in this diagram. Now position vector of field point with respect to source point. Source point is point where charge Q is present. Position vector of field point with respect to source point, we write it as capital R vector, and it is equal to small r vector minus r dash vector. From this geometry, we can see capital R vector will be equal to small r vector minus r dash vector. After dt dash time, the charge Q will move ahead and reach to next point, position vector of which with respect to its initial position will be v dt dash. Now this capital R vector, which is position vector of field point with respect to source point, will now change. Now it will become R vector plus dr vector. So see what is capital R vector and what is R vector plus dr vector. R vector is position vector of field point with respect to charge q, and R plus dr is position vector of field point with respect to this charge after dt dash time. After dt dash time, this charge q will travel a distance v t dash in the direction of velocity v vector. So from the law of vector addition, triangle law of vector addition, we can see that dr vector will be equal to minus v dt dash. Magnitude of dr vector will be equal to magnitude of v dt dash, but direction is in opposite direction. So from this diagram we see that dr vector will be equal to minus v dt dash. If we substitute here dr vector equal to minus v dt dash, because from figure dr equal to minus v dt dash, so dr upon dt dash is equal to minus v, and we have this relation dr upon dt dash equal to minus v vector dot r cap upon r. Here we put dr vector upon dt dash as minus v vector. Dr upon dt dash is in left hand side also, but it is a scalar quantity, and in right hand side dr vector upon dt dash, it is a vector quantity. So we put this vector quantity dr vector upon dt dash as equal to minus v vector. Now substitute this value of dr upon dt dash, which is minus v vector dot r vector upon r. Substitute this value of dr upon dt dash in this relation, that is relation 9. dt1 upon dt dash equal to 1 plus 1 upon c dr upon dt dash, and here we put the value of dr upon dt dash. Then dt1 upon dt dash becomes 1 minus v vector upon c dot r vector upon r. If we take capital R as LCM, then we have r minus v vector dot r vector upon c divided by capital R. Making substitutions from equations 8 and 10 in 6 and 7, we find now expressions for phi and a vector h. Phi rt will be equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 integral minus infinity to plus infinity delta t1. First, in this relation for phi in relation 6, we have delta t dash minus t plus r upon c, and t dash minus t plus r upon c is taken as t1. So we have delta t1, and phi rt is q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 integral minus infinity to plus infinity delta t1 upon r minus v dot r upon c dt1. As dt1 upon dt dash equal to r minus v dot r upon c upon r. From this relation we find the value of dt dash, and this dt dash is equal to r dt1 upon r minus v dot r upon c. This is relation 10, and value of dt dash is taken from this relation and put in this relation 6 and 7. So the quantity in front of delta is taken as t1. Value of dt dash is taken from this relation dt dash equal to r dt1 upon r minus v dot r upon c. If we put these values in these relations 6 and 7, we get expressions for phi and a as these two relations. Phi rt is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 integral minus infinity to plus infinity delta t1 divided by r minus v dot r upon c dt1, and a vector equal to mu 0 q upon 4 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity v t dash delta t1 upon r minus v dot r upon c dt1. We see the relation for phi, and then we see the relation for a vector. What is the difference between these two relations? In expression for a vector, we have all those quantities which are in phi and two additional terms. One is mu 0 which is outside the integration, and other is vt dash which is inside the integral. Now we have these two expressions for phi and a, and these are written as equation 11 and 12. Now using property of delta function, we have phi rt equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 1 upon r minus v dot r upon c at t1 equal to 0. Here we have used the property of Dirac delta function, that integral delta t1 dt1 integral minus infinity to plus infinity delta t1 dt1 will be equal to 1. We put integral delta t1 dt1 equal to 1, and value of 1 upon r minus v dot r upon c is taken at t1 equal to 0. Because integral delta t1 dt1 is equal to 1 for t1 equal to 0. So we put integral delta t1 dt1 equal to 1, and the remaining term 1 upon r minus v dot r upon c, we have to put value of this at t1 equal to 0. Similarly, for a vector, we have mu 0 q upon 4 pi v upon r minus v dot r upon c, and we have to take this value also at t1 equal to 0, because at t1 equal to 0, this integral of Dirac delta function will be equal to 1. At t1 equal to 0 means t1 we have assumed as t dash minus t plus r upon c. So t1 equal to 0 means t dash minus t plus r upon c equal to 0, or t dash equal to t minus r upon c. T dash is time at source point where charge q is present, and t is time at field point p, where we want to determine these fields or these scalar and vector potentials which are related to fields, electric field and magnetic field. The distance between field point and source point is capital R, and electromagnetic wave travels with speed of light c. So the effect which is produced where charge q is present, it will reach at field point in time r upon c. Time taken for this effect to reach from source point to field point will be equal to r upon c. R is the distance and c is the speed. C is the speed of electromagnetic wave, which is equal to speed of light in vacuum. So r upon c time is taken for this electromagnetic wave to reach from source point to field point. Now t1 equal to 0 means t dash minus t plus r upon c equal to 0, or t dash equal to t minus r upon c. T minus r upon c, it is the retarded time, and equation 13 and 14 may be written as phi rt equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 1 upon r minus b dot r upon c retarded. Instead of writing at t1 equal to 0, we can write at retarded, because now it is the retarded time t dash equal to t minus r upon c. In a similar manner, a vector rt can be written as mu 0 q upon 4 pi v vector upon r minus v dot r upon c retarded. These velocity dependent potentials are known as Lennard-Wishart potentials. Writing r minus v dot r upon c as equal to, taking r as common, we have r into 1 minus v vector upon c dot r cap. Here r cap is r vector upon r. If r is taken as common, then in the second term inside the bracket we have r vector upon r, which is written as r cap. So we have r minus v dot r upon c equal to r into 1 minus v vector upon c dot r cap, and v vector upon c is written as beta vector. Beta is v upon c, so v vector upon c is written as beta vector. We have this term equal to r into 1 minus beta cap, beta vector dot r cap, and 1 minus beta vector dot r cap, if we write it as k, so this term becomes equal to rk. If we put this substitution for expressions for phi and a. These two expressions for phi and a reduces to much simpler form. Phi RT equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into 1 upon KR retarded, and A vector RT equal to mu 0 Q upon 4 pi beta vector C upon KR retarded. So these are expressions for velocity dependent potentials and which are known as Lennard-Wishart potentials.